A very warm good morning to one and all present over here class. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. Now this is Pawan Kumar. Today I will start 6th lecture of chapter 11:9 sequence and series. So class, in previous lecture I have discussed NCERT questions and completed the theory and some of n terms of sequence in AP. Now in today's lecture I will discuss the remaining questions related to NCERT. So see, question number 1 is, today's question number 1 is, which term in the sequence question number 1, which term in the sequence or in sequence, and sequence is given 5 2 minus 1, 5 comma 2 comma minus 1 and dash dash 22 is 22, is minus 22, is minus 22. So solution, given sequence five comma 2 comma minus 1 up to this, and Tn means An result is minus 22, A is 5 and D is 2 minus 5 minus 3, and n is equal to question mark. So since you know An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, so An result is minus 22 and A result is 5 plus n minus 1 into D, D result is minus 3. Now this will be minus 27 is equal to n minus 1 into minus 3. Now n minus 1 will be equal to 9 because minus 3 9 times. So n is equal to 10. N is equal to 10. Now 10th term or 10th term in the sequence is minus 2. So answer is 10th term in sequence 5 2 minus 1 is minus 22. This is the answer. This is the answer. Now question number 1 is completed. Now come to question number 2. Question number 2 is question number 2 is, if pth term of an AP is Q. Question number 2, if pth term of an AP is Q and qth term is P, qth term is P, then prove that P plus Q term is 0. We have to show its P plus Q term or P plus Q term is 0. Now solution, let small a and D be the first term and the common difference of an AP. Now, therefore, according to question, AP is equal to A plus P minus 1 into D is equal to Q, and AQ A plus Q minus 1 into D is equal to, this is P. Now we have to solve this equation. Consider equation 1 and equation 2. When you will solve this equation, equation 1 minus equation 2, equation 1 minus equation 2. So what you will get the value? A minus A will cancel out, and D term will be, means P minus 1 minus Q plus 1 D is equal to Q minus P. So plus 1 minus 1 is cancelled out and P minus Q is here. So P minus Q is equal to minus time P minus Q. This is cancelled. This is D here. So D you will get minus 1. D result is minus 1. Now when you will put D is equal to minus 1 in this equation, so you can get the values of A. So D is equal to minus 1, you will get A is equal to Q plus P minus 1. Now S of P plus Q term, we can write P plus Q by 2, 2A plus P plus Q minus 1 into D, and D result is minus 1 and A result is Q plus P minus 1. So what you will get the value? When you will solve, or D is equal to minus 1, when you will put, here I will apply the formula Tn. So T plus Q is here. Tn means A P plus Q, not sum is given. So T of P plus Q we have to calculate. So result will be A plus P plus Q minus 1 into D, and A result is Q plus P minus 1 plus P plus Q minus 1 into minus 1. So all term will cancel out, P minus P will cancel out, and Q minus Q will cancel out, and minus 1 and plus 1 will cancel out. So result you will get 0. So T P plus Q is equal to 0. Hence proof. Hence proved. See. Now I will come to the next question. The next question is see, question number 3 is the fourth term of an AP. The fourth term of an AP is 3 times the first term. 3 times the first term. and seventh term exceeds twice the third by 1. Seventh term exceeds seventh term exceeds twice the third term by 1. Exceeds twice the third term by 1. Find the first term and common difference. Find the first term and common difference. This is the question. Now in this question we have to find out A and D. So solution, let small a and small d be the first term and a common difference of an AP. Now the fourth term, according to question A4 means fourth term of an AP is equal to 3 times the first term. So 3 times A1 we can write. Similarly, the seventh term exceeds twice the third term by 1. It means seventh term means A7. This is twice the third term by 1. See, seventh term exceeds twice the third term by 1. So this is the relation, and A4 we can write A plus 3D is equal to 3 times A. These steps we can write A plus 6D is equal to 2 in bracket A plus 2D plus 1. This is the relation, and now we can calculate from first term, means 2A is equal to 3D. 2A is equal to 3D. This implies we can get A and D relation. 2A is equal to 3D means I am writing here 2A is equal to 3D. And solving second equation, when you will solve second equation, you will get 6D is equal to 2A minus A, result will be A plus 4D plus 1. And this calculation will be 2D. So 2D will be equal to A plus 1. And D result is, A result we can calculate here. When you will put D is equal to, or 2A is equal to 3D, means D is equal to 3D by, A is equal to 3D by 2. So when A is equal to 3D by 2, you will put here. Now what you will get the values? You will get 2D minus 3D by 2 is equal to 1. This implies 4D minus 3D D by 2 is equal to 1. This implies D is equal to 2. See, D is equal to 2. And when you will put D is equal to 2, you will get, since A is equal to 3D by 2, this implies A will be equal to 3. Now A and D, A is equal to 3 and D is equal to 2. This is the answer. This is the answer. C. Now I will come to the next question. The next question is question number 4. Now question number 4 is, how many numbers of 2 digit are divisible by 7? How many number of 2 digit which are divisible by 7? So see the solution. Two digit number two digits number that start from 10, 11 and up to 99. Now 2 digit number divisible by 7. Two digits number divisible by 7, that is 14, 21 and 98. 98 is the last number, last 2 digit number. So we have to find out how many 2 digit number which are exactly divisible by 7. So we will take this sequence 14, 21, 28 and 98 are in AAP, whose first term is 7, 14 and the common difference is 7, and Tn means An is equal to 98. Now since you know An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, and An result is 98 is equal to A result is 14 plus n minus 1 into D result is 7. So 98 minus 14, what will be the result? This is 4 and this is 8, 84. So 84 is equal to n minus 1 into 7, and from 7 table it will cancel out, result will be 12. So n is equal to, you can get, that is 13. So n minus 1 is equal to 12. This implies n is equal to 13. So 13 numbers, or there are 13 two digit number. There are 13 two digits number which are exactly divisible by, or you can write which are divisible by 7. Now this is the answer, C. This is the answer. Now I will come to the next question. The next question is question number 5, and question number 5 is now question number 5 is, if a plus b plus c is not equal to 0, if a plus b plus c is not equal to 0, and b plus c upon a, comma c plus b c plus a upon b, comma a plus b upon c. This is given, are in AP. Are in AP, then prove that 1 upon a, 1 upon b, 1 upon c, 1 upon a, 1 upon b, 1 upon c are in AP. Solution. Since b plus c upon a, comma c plus a upon b, comma and a plus b upon c are in AP. So you know the properties of AP. You can add or subtract any constant from each term of sequence, and the sequence will be also in AP. So I am going to subtract or add plus 1, c plus a upon b plus 1, comma a plus b upon c plus 1 are in AP. Now you can take LCM, then result will be a plus b plus c upon a, comma b plus c plus a upon b, comma a plus b plus c upon c are in AP. Now divide by a plus b plus c. So I am going to divide. In these steps, add plus 1. This will be also in AP, and divide by a plus b plus c not equal to 0. So result will be a plus b plus c upon a, divide by a plus b plus c, result will be 1 upon a, comma this will be 1 upon b, and this will be 1 upon c. That will be also in AP. So this shows 1 upon a, 1 upon b, 1 upon c are in AP. Hence proof. Hence proved. Now question number 5 is completed. See. Now again see, in this question what we have done. In this question this is given b plus c, c plus a plus b upon a, b, c. This is R in AP. This is given. Now we have to prove 1 upon a, 1 upon b, 1 upon c are in AP. Then we have used the properties of AP. So when you will subtract any constant or add any constant to each term of AP, then the sequence will be also in AP. Now we have applied this concept. Now B plus C upon A plus 1, we have add B plus C upon A plus 1, C plus B upon C plus A upon B plus 1, and A plus B upon C plus 1. Now when you will take LCM, then you can get A plus B plus C upon A plus B plus C upon B, A plus B plus C upon C. Now you can divide by A plus B plus C. Now you can get the values of 1 upon A, 1 upon B, 1 upon C, and this will be also in AP. Now this question is completed.